Hello YouTubers, this is Maya out of the UK, broadcasting out the UK. For anyone that's been on here before, thank you for coming and visiting in my little corner on the internet again. And for those that are new, welcome. I'm always happy to talk to you guys. You are my friends in the internet and I hope we'll all stay friends. Of course you will, there's not much reason why we shouldn't. Anyway, what's today on the menu? The menu is this. I have done a little order. It is a very special order and these are luxury goods. They do not come cheap, however, they are of superb quality. So what is this order? Okay, here we go. They are teas, mixture of teas. Okay, so I've unpacked them. They were just in the brown box. And here we go. Number one, longevity tea. And in here is chaga, reishi, cordyceps, maitake, shiitake, agaricus, and turkey tail. So, and I'm just going to do a taste test now. I've just boiled some water and put half a teaspoon of this mixture into my cup and I've poured hot water onto it. Now I'll keep talking a little bit so this can cool down, otherwise I'll burn my tongue. So on here it says, instructions, add half to 1 teaspoon to hot water in a cup and drink. Add sweetener and or lemon juice if needed to soften the taste. Can also be added to any food or drink such as a smoothie. Suggested usage up to twice a day. There's nothing much else said on here. I have requested from the company some more information actually on this, because when I ordered this I knew it was a superb mushroom blend. However, it did not say what mushrooms were in here. I just knew there were more than 3. And the picture on the website itself wasn't too clever, as in you couldn't really make out any of the writing or the pictures. So I have asked for some more information on this without having to do, you know, like a week's worth of research into every single one of those. So let's do just a quick taste test of this. I'm a bit apprehensive because it says it has a strong and weird taste. Well, let's see. I've not put any sugar in this, nothing. Excuse my slurping. Actually, this tastes a lot like coffee. It has a slight, like a roasted bitter, not aftertaste, but you know, first you get like a coffee flavor and then you get the slight bitterness after. But it's not bad at all. I was really apprehensive thinking if this tastes like loads of funny mushrooms, then I'm not sure about it, but it doesn't. It tastes lovely. You could actually also say it tastes a bit like Peruvian chocolate. That's what it reminds me of as well. I don't know how to explain this. It's not really sweet, but it's got something to it. I think it's lovely. So I will post to you at a later stage the health benefits of all of these things. But I do know they're supposed to help your immune system, number one, make your body or help your body be more insulin resistant. So it will help with pre-diabetes and diabetes. there are some growth hormone enhancing mushrooms in there, but you know, so I don't want to be held to what I'm just saying now, because I haven't got the facts in hand right now. So that was one. And because I knew of the healing power of herbs, because I don't know if many of you know, but some of my friends will know that I have actually studied Chinese medicine, and I have also studied Ayurvedic medicine, which involves a lot of herbs. And these are Taoist blends, so longevity herbs. So, and I knew these kind of mushrooms were especially good. So that was one of those. The next one, which I got, is because I know I have a weak digestive system and the pancreas needs a lot of support. And because of that, I got this next one, and I'll do the taste test on the others another day, and I'll tell you what they taste like, because 1 cup a day is enough. So here we go. That is the Digest, and in here are astragalus, white astracloides, Codonopsis, goji berry, and American ginseng. So this will give you energy as well as digestion. What it will do, because of the ginseng, and so it will also enhance your metabolism. Just on a very little knowledge is what I can tell you straight away. It will help the pancreas produce a bit more bile. I do know that as well. And it's because these are all plants and herbs, it's not like ox bile, which you can get the ox bile salts, which also help a lot. But as you know, it's come from cows or from animals. So, and these days I'm a little bit careful about the animals, because you don't know where they come from, nor what they have been eaten or given, as in antibiotics and so forth, and so on and so forth. So I'm a bit careful with that. I'd rather use herbs that have been grown organically and done the proper way. So then the next one, I got this as a trial package, because it has quite a few things in there that I was interested in. That's called Immune. Can you see that? Immune. Right, and in there is cat's claw, reishi, maitake, agricus, ophiopogon. Oh Jesus. Oh, get my tongue around that. Astragalus, Poria, Codonopsis, Lingistrum, Chaga, Cordyceps, and licorice. Well, I know from quite a few of these herbs that these are fabulous for the immune system. Licorice, for example, is also used for anti-cancer treatment. Just on a little side. Okay, and here the measurements are the same as before, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon up to twice a day. Nothing new there. The Digest is the same. Let me just check. Yes, okay, the measurements are all the same. And then I got the 4th one, which was the last, and I also got this as a trial package, and it's called Strength, and it has astragalus, white atracloides, Codonopsis, macuna, chistanchi, eucomia, morinda, cnidium seed, cordyceps, and licorice again. So what I'm going to do, also 1/2 to 1 teaspoon up to twice a day. Same applies to this one. So these are the 4 packets I got, and this is a complete unadulterated review, let's say it that way, because I bought these from my own money, okay, and they're not cheap. I can tell you that. But I have been researching these herbs, or these kind of herbs, from many different companies for over a year now, and decided I will finally bite the bullet and get these to see whether they are as good as they say. And because these are at least ones, the other reason was because they're easy to use. What you can get is you can get each and every single one of these herbs. You buy them in the bag, and then you have to grind them up and, you know, and pulverize them basically, and then brew a tea with those. But that takes just way too long. So this is easy. You just take half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of the powder, put it in your cup, add whatever you want to add to it. This would make, by the way, some perfect bulletproof coffee, cocoa, whatever you want to call it. Mushroom herbal drink. Bulletproof would be fabulous. I'm liking this. I really am. And I was apprehensive. So that's my first review. I will be drinking this at least, let me say, as I want to give each one a go. I've got 4. I'll drink the longevity one. I'll drink at least 3 times a week, and I'll try the others out. I will post when I'm trying out the others, and then I'll give you a review on how I actually feel. So the I'm starting off with the longevity. I want to have this for a few days first and see how I feel. Well, tonight I will first know how I will feel, see whether I sleep better, whether I wake up feeling better the next morning. I will see how my digestive system feels like, or whether I encounter any problems. As you know, I have pre-diabetes, right on the border to diabetes, so anything that helps, not anything, but anything healthy and natural, I will try out to see if I cannot influence that and get my health and energy levels back that I used to have. So that is a super quick review of longevity. These are made, by the way, by Lionheart Herbs. Okay, you can research that. This guy, what's his name? Alwyn Robinson. He has got reams and reams and reams of videos about his products. One thing I must say to that, you have to be really watching those with a clear mind, and you have to love like lecture type or style videos, because they have a lot of knowledge in them, but they can be somewhat long, and you have to be really into this to watch some of these. I found it sometimes hard to follow with some of them, because he really goes into some of these things into real detail and quite, well, as I said, almost like a professor, like a lecture style. So if you're not into that, don't watch the videos. Well, as I said, I've asked if I can have some more information. That's not reams and reams and long videos on this without having to do too much research. Let's see what they come back with, or he comes back with. If I don't get anything, then I will put in some research, and I will report to you. So that is it for today. Enjoy. Good evening. Oh, my dog's playing with an empty bottle. I'm sorry for the noise. Bye. Good morning, this is Maya. I'm broadcasting out the UK, and today I'm going to do the second test of the tonic herb strength. I did the test of the longevity yesterday, which I actually was surprised how good that tasted, and today I thought instead of having my bulletproof coffee, I'll have this instead. So I've boiled some water in the background, which I'm going to get in a minute. I just want to recap what's in here. There's astragalus, white atraclodius, codnopsis, mucuna, cistanche, if I could read this properly, Eucomia, morinda, cynidium seed, cordyceps, and licorice in here. Now that's a tongue to get around. I'm most probably going to write all of these down below or on a caption once I've compiled everything, because I'll do all the taste tests first. So here's my cup. And what I'll do is I'll put in half a teaspoon. That's half a teaspoon's worth. It says half to 1 teaspoon. So there's my half teaspoon. Goes straight in here. I'm going to go fetch my hot water. Pour it on top. And see how this one tastes. I'm not putting anything else in. Just giving it a good stir. There you go. Oh, this one's a bit more. Oh, and I've already made a mess. I can't stir. I have made a mess, guys. I've spilled some of it with the teaspoon. Right. This one takes a little longer to dissolve. And I hope this clink, clink, clink from the cup is not too loud for you guys. Let me see how does it smell like. Smells all right. If anything, it smells more a bit like chamomile. Okay, let's go there. It's a lot milder in flavor. Still very hot, I'm sorry. Let me see. Let me see. Let's stir this once more. Yes, this tastes more like a herbal tea. As in, I can't put my finger on it. It's let me try again. A bit more like green tea actually, but there's no bitterness to it. It's very mild, but the smell gives you a sort of, you think you're going to be drinking chamomile tea, but it doesn't taste like chamomile tea, so it's a bit mind-boggling, literally. But it's a nice flavor. It doesn't taste grassy. I was expecting maybe something grassy, which it isn't. It's just a very mild flavor with a nice scent to it. Doesn't taste of chamomile because there isn't any in it. So definitely one you can have. Sorry for the slurping, it's still very hot. So, another thumbs up to this one. Just a quick review on yesterday's, the longevity. I had that, as I said, I had that in the evening. I was feeling mildly awake, if you know what I mean, as if it had caffeine in it. And I was feeling good. I was feeling as if it's sort of helping my digestive system, but I'm not saying it wasn't. My digestive system, pardon me, wasn't gurgling or there was nothing horrid going on, but it just felt as if it was doing something. Yeah, I slept perfectly well all night, even though, so I slept better, even though it was a sticky, humid night, which I normally don't sleep well on because there was no air movement whatsoever. So a thumbs up to yesterday's longevity. So yes, I do think it has a lot of benefits, and it did. From that once, just taking that once, I already noticed some properties. So to recap, from the longevity, it tasted almost like a coffee or a cocoa, depending on how you viewed things. The tea flavor was great. It does do some sort of cleansing or, I don't know, health benefits. I felt something going on without it being awkward or horrible feeling. I slept very well. So a thumbs up to me. I didn't feel overly tired on it either. So not like it's going to put you to sleep, because some feel as if you're going to be just sleepy. No. So that was very, very nice. Now this one, this is the strength. Flavor, mild and herbal without being grassy. It has a slight scent of something similar like chamomile. Yes, definitely. First I was going to say a bit like fresh bark when you pull it off a tree. Could also be that. Tastes nothing like it smells like, just a nice mild flavor. We'll see what it does, and I'll recap that tomorrow or later on today. Maybe I'll have another one later today, and as I said, if I get any more information on these or research, then I will just add it on and compile it as one big video. Okay, another thumbs up to this one. See you later. Bye. Hello, this is the next part of the tea mixes. and I've had my lunch, and it's now actually a couple of hours after my lunch, I think, more or less. And so I thought now is time to try out Digest. Right, in here is astragalus, white atracloides, codonopsis, goji berry, and American ginseng. Well, let's see. Oh, the smell's delicious. I can just stick my nose into that. It smells absolutely delicious. Okay, 1/2 of a teaspoon. Oh, that's a little bit more. Doesn't matter because it's 1/2 to 1. Right. Let's get. Oh, that smells so delicious. Let's get the hot water. There we go. And a spoon wouldn't be half bad. Okay, here we go. Let's pour it in. Oh, and I think I'll need a little bit of cool water on that, not that I burn my tongue. Trying it out for you guys. Don't want to burn my mouth. This smells nice. And it's like a really yellow color. Bit of cool water on top of that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh. Unexpected flavor. It smells so sweet and aromatic, and when you taste it, it's a bit like very strong green tea. That's what it tastes of. Yeah, it has a slight bitter flavor. Slightly bitter. But I suppose that's what it's supposed to be, right? When it always says bitter herbs help the liver and the pancreas, so helps digestion, isn't it? After the third sip, or fourth was it, I don't know, it's actually better. The tongue gets used to that the taste buds and the tongue gets used to that very quickly. Right, this one I must admit, most probably, if you don't like bitter things, you would need to have a sweetener in. After the first few sips, the bitterness is now gone. And it's very drinkable. But as I say, I think this one, the Digest, needs a bit of sweetener if you don't like strong flavors. So otherwise I give it a thumbs up. Tastes good, and I'm sure it will do something. The ginseng burns off things, and amongst many other properties ginseng has. And you know this is a compilation because it's only just the first review, my first ever sip of these. So I will be giving you reviews or what I felt like. Tomorrow I'm going to do the last one. I think, was that the Immune? I think so. So tomorrow morning I'll be doing the Immune, and then I'll give you my review how this one was. The Strength, by the way, which I had earlier this morning, I must say it was invigorating is the word I'm looking for. I don't know if you know what one calls also yogi tea with a lot of stimulating herbs in it. Well, it felt a bit like that, and it wasn't bad at all, just without the caffeine and a lot of good herbs. Flavor was lovely, and I had no after problems. Digestive system was fine, no gurgling, no funny feeling, no dizziness, no headaches, nothing whatsoever. So big thumbs up to Strength, and I think this one will be good too. Let's just see after I've had this maybe an hour or two and overnight how I feel like with the pancreas. For lunch I had quite a fatty lunch on purpose to test this out. I had the butter chicken, which I've posted onto the YouTube, the recipe, as in how I cooked it, isn't really a recipe. So I had that. I had avocado, which is also fatty, and I had a double cream and chocolate pudding. So all fat basically. The one piece of chicken, which is protein, and I had courgettes in that today, not cauliflower, because I posted it with cauliflower, but I had courgettes in there. I had 2 courgettes left over that needed using up, so that's what I put in there. So I think my digestive system and my pancreas, which is sometimes a bit iffy anyway, can do with some help. Let's see if this does that, and I will report to you how that went. So let's have another sip. Oh, the floral flavors are coming through now. It's cooled off a little bit. Let's stir this once more. This is interesting. There's a different layer coming through now. This is definitely from flavor-wise, the most interesting of the 3 that I've already had. So I will report to you. Bye. Here I am again for the last taste test, and today is Immune. In here we have cat's claw, reishi, maitake, agricus, ophiogon, astragalus, poria, codonopsis, ligustrum, chaga, cordyceps, and licorice. So let's open it up and see. Well, I've just come back from a 2-hour walk. I'm a bit tired and the dogs are super hungry and tired now too. They've just had their breakfast. Oh, but at least it wasn't so hot, so I took advantage today of walking them, taking them out. So that's half a teaspoon into my cup. There you go. The water is almost boiled. And yesterday's digest. Well, As I said, the flavor was a bit surprising. This also smells quite nice. The flavor was surprising, and yes, I was expecting to have superb stomach aches after the amount of cream and fat I had eaten with my weak pancreas and gallbladder. However, the digest must have done its job. Okay, admitted, I had a little bit of bloating, but nothing too major. And this morning I went to the toilet all normal. So I was afraid that I might have to go rushing, you know what I mean, and or have the opposite. But no, none of it. So normal digestion, a little bit of bloating, and no stomach cramps or pains or anything like that. So the digest is doing its job. So full thumbs up from me for that. Right, now let's get to the immune. I'll get some water. God, I'm feeling my legs today. Oh, right. Let's pour it in. I'll do the same as yesterday. Pour a bit of cold water on top of that. Let me just give it a good stir. Make sure it's dissolved first. There we go. Just don't burn my mouth. There we go. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, this smells like hot cocoa. Very similar taste to the Longevity. Very similar. But I do, however, taste a little bit of the licorice, so, but only ever so slightly. This is lovely. So another thumbs up from me, as it's similar to the Longevity, as it has quite a few mushrooms in it. It will taste similar. But there are a few herbs in here that oh my goodness, I can't talk today, that support the immune system. There you go. I got it now. I think all the blood's gone to my legs. Not much up there for thinking, lots of blood down there for dancing. So no, this tastes wonderful. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to enjoy that cup. So I'll be making most probably another review of these once I've had them for a few times, at least 2 weeks, because I'm cycling all the teas at the moment, as I'm bored of water all the time. So I'm cycling the teas, and this is a tea special. So there you go. I will put at the end of this clip, I will have a few of these ingredients and what their health benefits are. So I will post that up. And then give you most probably a better and fuller review once I've had them for a little while and see how I feel about it. Okay, that's it from the tea special. This time it's Taoistic herbs, as in from the Ayurvedic or from the Chinese medicine, that will support your health and wellness. So from Lionheart herbs, Oh, and I forgot to say, Lionheart Herbs, I think it's .com. Lionheart Herbs do ship internationally. So maybe if you like the review I have done and you're living outside of the UK, then it might be worth getting bigger, not the sample packages. The sample packages are 50 grams, and I think they go right up to, was it a kilo or was it 300? I don't, wait, let me just have a quick look. Okay, I wasn't quite sure how it would go. So 50 grams, 100 grams, and then 500 grams. Now, after having tasted these four, and he does other herbs as well, loads and loads and loads. They do loads of herbal things. But I was interested in these tea mixes, and I've taken 4 out of, is it 5 or 6? I'm also not quite sure. Anyway, I was interested in these. But I think I would most probably stick, next time I reorder, I would most probably get the longevity and the, yeah, I think I'd stick with the digest. I was going to say maybe the strength, but I think I'll stick with the digest and the longevity and get more of those. As I said, I got the sample packets first to see how they were. I think that's what I would do, but if you're living outside of the UK, then think about getting more of, so that it's worthwhile, the shipping and everything else. So all in all, thumbs up to it. Tastes way better than I thought it would be. So user friendly, because I remember still getting the bags and bags of herbs and having to grind them up and then stew them, as in brew them for 10 minutes or longer, under simmering water, and then pour it off. And after a while you just thought, oh, I can't be bothered with this. Even if you made them in the batch, and they'd go off, because herbs do go off. Even if they are a tea, you can't leave them brewed or stewed up for, I don't know, let's say a week. You can't do that. It would lose its properties, number one, and number two, it would just go off. So from that point of view, fabulous. I think a great service. I actually ordered on the Saturday and I received it on the Monday, so that wasn't bad at all. So shipping is very fast too. Well, read about the shipping and all the intricacies online on their website, because they make every batch. They grind up fresh and so on, so it's not stuff that's been lying around in the warehouse for ages and ages and ages. Okay, so thumbs up from me. Nice seeing you here again. Thank you for watching. If you like it, give me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And thank you for coming along. Bye.